All right, here we are at our 2014 MasterCraft X-10 wakeboard and surf boat for sale. We're here near the beautiful freshwaters of Norris Lake, Tennessee, though obviously we are out of the water today. We're coming to you from the north end of Norris Lake. We're fairly convenient to I-75. We're currently probably about 45 minutes north of Knoxville, Tennessee. Of course, that depends on which part of the Knoxville you're coming from and what time of day it is. This tandem axle MasterCraft trailer is included with this one. This is a tandem axle. We've got dual disc brakes. We've got a swing tongue up here in the front. We've got a nice little step right here that leads you into the bow area. And we had some low batteries in this one, so we've actually got a battery charger hooked up to it, as well as a jump box, just so we could function test some of those 12-volt items in this one. Tires are in great shape on this one, but we should point out those are 2012 tires on here. So, you know, if you're a local buyer, you might be fine. If you're going to be traveling up down the interstate with it, you might need to put some new rubber on this one. But yeah, those are dual disc brakes. We've got Vault, which is basically a sealed, maintenance-free bearing there. We've got the drive-on guide post. Got some nice LED lighting. We did function test the trailer. All the lights are functional. Your turn signals, your brake lights, running lights, and actually got some reverse lighting as well. This is thought to have been a 3-owner boat, always been used in fresh water. And as you can see, we've got the Bimini top spread open on that tower. There's going to be a mooring cover with this one as well. And as usual, we are here for our video walkthrough tour. It's about 419.3 engine hours on this one. I'm sorry, 419.3 hours on the boat. This one actually has a new engine that was just installed. There's actually 0 hours on that new engine. So the buyer of this one will need to follow the break-in procedure on that new engine. But yeah, just under 420 total runtime on the boat, and basically brand new Ilmor engine was just installed. Do have the kind of sea deck covered swim platform here. I don't know if you can see this, but we've got like some little bit of maybe scuff protection on this platform. I don't know if that was something that was done after the market or if that was an option at the factory, but very few scuffs and scrapes back here on this one, so I think it's done its job. There's a little mark right there, but that feels like that is actually in that little decal there. It's like a clear coat decal there. Do have a Fusion platform mounted stereo remote. And then this right here is, this can be a tow hook for pulling tubers. And actually, before I climb on board, let me go ahead and duck below our platform here. We've got a pair of underwater lights. That's what these are right here. And of course, that's your exhaust. This is going to be your bilge plug. And then we've got a 4-blade. It's going to be a bronze Acme, I'm sorry, that's a OJ prop. That's a 14.75 by 15.5 OJ propeller. This is going to be your steering rudder right there. There's a little bit of a look up through the bow of this one, or up towards the bow, I should say. It's very clean listing right here. So as usual, we are here for our video walkthrough tour, and of course the full list of specifications and options and current asking price are all going to be found over at our website. That's at yournewboat.com. But as always, we will have a direct link to this listing down in that video description. Now, if you happen to be watching this video tour on a device that does not allow you to view that video description, website's pretty easy to find. It's yournewboat.com. You can actually go to yournewmastercraft.com. That'll just show you the MasterCrafts we have for sale and order price. So if you yournewmastercraft.com, you're not going to have a hard time finding this one. Again, this is a 2014 MasterCraft X-10. So we've got the nice large engine pad or engine cover that's going to double as a sun pad. We've got a nice little integrated step right here, help you get down into the interior of this one. And I'm actually gonna take my time. I'm gonna use this little side step right here to kind of go up onto the side of this one and entering this way so that I'm not having to step on any seat cushions. This might be a good time to point out one of our 2 spinning board racks right here. So fairly easy to operate. You got that one little pin right there that I pull with my left hand, and it's going to swing around. It's going to clamp into 3 different positions. It's going to be, this is kind of the rear facing position right here. You can go one more time with this and go into the interior position. That's where you're going to want it when you're trailing or docking, anything like that. And let me go back out to the outside position. Got this little clamp right here. This is basically a strapless clamp. This is going to be your release mechanism right here. You got to pull that down and then it will release up just like that right there. It just kind of snaps into place. It's going to clamp those boards in place. It gives it a little bit of pressure and pull that pin to release it. We've got a pair of JL Audio tower speakers up here. Then of course this is going to be your anchor light as well as your tow hook for anytime you're pulling skiers or wakeboarders or wake surfers. They're all going to be, you can mount that rope right there off of the tower. We do have that tower mount Bimini top. And all right, let's refocus down here into the interior. Nice, lovely orange and gray and white color scheme on this one. This one's probably going to catch a lot of eyes here locally, but it's still celebrating that men's baseball national championship. Those are the local colors in our area. So here at our driver helm seat, we do have this flip up bolster seat. And we've got a tilt steering wheel here at our dash as well. This seat's going to be able to swivel. We've got a pair of cup holders mounted just below your driver's right throttle hand. Another cup holder just forward of that. There's going to be 16 total cup holders on board. Those are all the stainless steel type cup holders. We've got some limited controls down here. It's going to be your speaker lights right here. To show you what I mean when that switches on right there. Now that's actually not flashing at all. That's that LED as it kind of flashes on our screen. I think that translates to our video. Got a nice big subwoofer down there as well. It's going to be lighted. We've got 4 JL Audio cockpit speakers, 2 back here in the main cockpit, 2 up in the bow seating area, as well as our JL Audio subwoofer. And then we're going to have a pair of JL Audio tower speakers. Now, all of our speakers did function tests, but I should point out the tower speakers, the lights were not integrated, but sound was great out of all of them. Now, of course, you've also got the ability to dim those speaker lights brighter and less bright. You're going to have a 12-volt power outlet down here, as well as a USB and auxiliary input. That's going to integrate with your stereo. Your underwater light switches right here, and then our ballast controls to empty or fill your 3 tanks are all right here as well. Functional horn right here as well. Now I should point out we've got 3 tanks. We're going to have a starboard side in-floor tank, port side in-floor tank, and then we're going to have a center tank in the kind of right here in the belly of the boat, going up a little bit more towards the front. Now, mention that 12-volt outlet right here. We've also going to have a 12-volt power outlet right here by your driver's seat. So that's going to be 1, 2 right here. Now, on the other side for your passengers, they're going to have their own 12-volt outlet over here on the port side. So that makes 3 of those. And then we're going to have a 4th over here in our glove box compartment right here. It's going to be a 4th right here, so everybody's devices can be charged when you're out and about. It's going to be the main head unit for that Fusion stereo. That's a series, let's see, I believe that's a series 700. You're going to have a I believe an iPod. Yeah, that's going to be an iPod connection down into that area right there. Let's see if we can power that on. I think our key's got to be turned on over here. Let me go ahead and do that. All right, that actually, while we wait for that stereo to come on board, this is going to light up our multi-function screen right over here, just to the right of your driver's steering wheel. Several functions of this right here. We're on the gauge screen right now. It's going to show your air temp, your water temp. Obviously we're out of the water right here, but that's reading the temperature underneath the boat. Again, that 419.3 engine hours, that's going to be total hours for the entire boat. That is a new engine in there right now with 0 hours on it. There's your battery volts, and then this of course is going to be your speed right here. Now we've got a ballast screen right here. It's going to show you the fill level of those 3 tanks we talked about. And now the tab screen is here. This one is not equipped with the tabs right here. We kind of got blank switches right here on your tabs. And then this is going to be your stereo screen right here, where you're going to see the different stereo zones. Cruise control can all be done right here through this cruise profile. What I like about that profile is it's going to give you the option to save your different settings for different riders. You can simply go through. Of course, this is going to be a ZeroOff speed control setting right here. And your profiles, here we are. You got surf left, surf right, max wake for wakeboarding, and ski is going to be without any ballast at all. And then of course going home is going to, I believe that's going to preset a cruise speed around 30 miles an hour and start emptying all your tanks. So got those profile settings right there. I think those are always a nice little time saver. And then of course I believe we went through all these other ones. Menu feature right here is going to be different user settings, service info, engine diagnostics, and then resetting the factory settings and things like that. You can go into this engine diagnostics and look for different fault codes, things like that. No current active faults on this one right now. I got one stored fault of a high voltage reading. So get us back to that screen right there. So we do have a key that's got to be on down here. Otherwise you can start this with just the push button, start and stop right there. Then you're going to have some switches. That's going to be for your blower. We've got 2 bilge pumps on board, one in the aft, one here in about the center of the boat. All these 3 all pass function testing. I think we honked that horn a second ago. And then our gauges right here, this is going to be a kind of a multi-function cluster gauge. You've got your engine oil pressure here, your engine water temp here, and it's going to be your fuel level right there. Mile per hour speed right here in the center, and then your tachometer just to the port of that. Now right here we've got some storage lights and courtesy lights. We've got small one little courtesy light up there in the bow of the boat. There's going to be another one, I believe, down underneath that seat. And then we also have these storage lights. I'll turn that on here so you can see those in a second. Actually, that lit up a little courtesy light in that glove box right over there. We did function test our navigation lights. Those all function test just fine. Now this one does not have a heater. These basically, they make these dashes, they all come out the factory the same. Whether or not these components are hooked up is a different story. You've got the control right there if you ever wanted to add one, but this does not have the cockpit heater on board. Now we do have another stereo remote right here. So you got a stereo remote here for your driver, another one at the swim platform. What I like about this one is we've got 2 other functions right here. So this is a digital depth finder right here. You do have another one depending on which screen you're at over here on this screen. I think that will flash, and basically again we're not in the water, so you're not going to get a depth reading right there, but that was kind of flashing with the reading every once in a while. But again, over here on this screen you've got the depth finder kind of integrated into this little stereo unit. Now we've also got your stereo is going to be a AM, FM, USB, auxiliary input. You can control these different zones one at a time. Then you can take the bow stereo up, take the cockpit stereo up. There's your subwoofer component, volume control right there, and then there's your tower speakers right there. So you've got the ability to control all those at once or individually. And then I wanted to get into, so there's your FM. Let me see if I remember how to get to it here. I think it was here. Your VHF, this is going to be the VHF radio. We've got it on the weather band station right now. So that's that NOAA weather radio right there on the VHF channel. Of course, you can go through to different channels on there, including channel 16. But that's the weather band channel that we get right here near where the boat's currently at. There's your auxiliary input, your AM, your FM, and that's going to kind of cover them all right there. Similar controls right here at the main head unit right here. Again, there's that VHF, there's your USB input, your iPod input, and of course that'll do a clock, that'll change the brightness of your display right there. And yeah, I think that's going to cover it. Now it goes back over to your FM right there. And again, you've got the USB hookup right here, as well as another 12-volt power outlet in here as well. So we'll go ahead and turn that one off. We did function test all those stereo remotes. Yeah, obviously this one here at your in the glove box, that's the main head unit. That one does function. But we also tested the one here at the driver's seat and the one at the swim platform. All those function tests just fine. Do have a nice rear view mirror mounted just above your windshield right there. Now coming across from your driver's helm area, we do have another one of those 16 stainless steel cup holders right there behind your passenger seat. 3 more over here on our port side. I did point out that 12-volt power outlet over there just a little while ago. We've got hinge storage pretty much all the way around. This one could use some newer gas shocks over here on this seat. But I do want to point out in this compartment, we've got our cover stowed in here. We've also got a small little surf tab right here. This is an aftermarket surf tab. It's got a little leash on it where you can secure that. And this can be attached to the side of the boat on either your right or left sides, and that's going to help enhance your surf weight. Here's that other courtesy light that I was looking for a minute ago. A battery switch is going to be mounted underneath this seat right here. We got a little bit of wear in that stitching right there in that seat. This center seat can actually come out of this area where it's currently at. Let me show you. We've got 4 cup holders right there, and actually this whole seat kind of spins around. Let's see if I can do this easily one hand. Sorry for the poor camera footage. There we go. That's that position right there. Going to give you a little bit, but maybe a better rear-facing seat right there, then as well as open up these cup holders for you. And then again, a little bit of wear in this corner of that upholstery right there. And then this one right here is also on a hinge. Now this is designed for an igloo cooler to basically mount in this section right here. That's why you have these little cutouts right there. That's for the handles of that cooler. We've got some fenders down here. They're just stowed away right now. Should point out our fenders are included. We've got a towable and a surfboard all back there, kind of in the back of this storage unit. Those are all going to be selling with the boat. Those are all going to be included. So let me spin this seat back around. Again, we've got those 4 cup holders right here. I think I can spin this around a little bit easier than when I took it out. Maybe. There we are. Now it's back in place. You can also see we've got snap-in carpeting throughout our cockpit here. We do have a 50-gallon fuel tank on board. We've got the dual fuel fills on it, so you're going to be able to fill this over there on the port side or starboard side. So no matter which side of the dock you pull up to, you're going to be fine as far as refueling. And no matter what kind of truck you own, you're always going to be on the same side as your fuel fill. Plus, obviously, you're in electric. So, all right, let's head up to the bow area. Now, before I head all the way that way, I'm going to pause just for a moment right here in a little walkthrough. I do want to show you, we've got the fold-out windscreen. I'll show you how this works. This goes right in place right there. There's your lock, and then you close your windshield here. So that's what you do for those chillier mornings or evenings, or even early season, late season, whenever you're trying to warm up after maybe a nice surf run. That's going to prevent some of that airflow down into the cockpit. And of course, that's without just walk through that windshield. And now here we are up here in the bow area. We've got 2 more of those 16 stainless steel cup holders, a little courtesy light right there, 2 more of those JL audio speakers, and we do have 5 pull-up cleats throughout. That's going to be the one up here on the bow, and then you've got 2 more on both your port and starboard sides. This seat cushion is going to lift up right here. That's where we've got that battery charger connected, so we could function test everything, and then one of those 2 dual batteries right there. So I did turn those storage lights on. See that glow we're getting under there? So that's one of those lighted compartments. This is going to be a anchor storage locker right here. It's going to be little clips to mount that anchor in place whenever you do have it in there, so it's not bouncing around. And over here on this side, this seat back's going to raise up, and we've got some small storage in this compartment as well. This is going to be the storage boot for our tower mount Bimini top. We're going to leave it down there. Put our seat cushion back in place and go ahead and lower that one down. Now, do you want to pause just for a moment here? A little bit of weathering on our tinted walk-through window right here. That kind of looks rough. I will tell you, on the exterior view, nice and clear. So it's just kind of on that inside view where you've got a little bit of maybe what appears to be some discoloration, but like I said, it is not there on the side that matters. Nice tinted windshield all the way around. All right, let's go ahead and head to our rear storage compartments over here on the port side. Now we do have the in-floor ballast tanks on this one. I believe you can add a plug-and-play unit that would actually fill this compartment. And then here's their other little storage compartment light. I like this one here. They put kind of with a little holder there, so if you're trying to get something in or out of here, you can actually move this light around and shine it where you need it. Otherwise, you can put it right back in that little holder there when you're done. All right, here's our starboard side storage compartment. This storage light's going to be fixed, and then that's going to be a ski tow pylon. I'll show you where that goes here in a minute. Here's that new Ilmor engine. This is the MV8 5.7 liter. This is the inboard V-drive. Inboard V-drive engine. We'll have the horsepower of this listed at the website, but again, this is the Ilmor MV8 5.7 liter fuel injected inboard V-drive engine. You got that MasterCraft branding on the exhaust manifolds. Nice and clean down there. There's your blower down there near the actually kind of the center of the stern of the boat. And your V-drive transmission is going to be actually kind of behind this seat right here. This seat will actually kind of remove for servicing. And these little storage panels over here as well, these are kind of on little hooks right here. These will come out, so if you're trying to do any engine servicing, changing your spark plugs, anything like that, these panels right here are meant to be removed. And then that pylon I told you about. So really, we recommend to not use your tower for pulling inflatables or tubes or towables, anything like that. You want to pull those right here. Now this is actually going to lock into place when you twist it the right way. Not sure exactly which direction that is, but to give you an idea, that's what it's going to look like. Okay, and then when you're done using it, you can pull that out. I love that it's got the little bracket where it goes, so you can always find it. It's never going to be rolling around. And this little cap, pull this cover up so I can get this cap back on properly. There we are. It's all back in place. Life is good again. So again, there's that. Again, that's a brand new long block, I believe. We'll have the details of that over at our website. Again, that's at Ilmor Ilmor V8 5.7 liter. That's a V8 fuel injected inboard V drive engine, 0 hours on it. Like I said, that one is going to be starting the break-in period with the new owner. Now, one other little area of wear here in the interior. Right here, you've just got kind of that little piping cover. It's kind of come off. That's a little bit cosmetic right there, but we do want to point that out. Anytime we see wear and tear, we do want to show it to you. And then I don't remember, up here in the bow, we had a little area. This is kind of like a seam showing right here. We've got maybe just like a little bit of a tear in this, right where that is sewn together. So I just want to bring that to your attention. Otherwise, very clean boat. We got a few marks here on our kind of gunnel right here. I don't know if you can see this. We got some light scratching in here. It's going to be, yeah, there's one right there. Very light scratches just here on this gel coat right there on that top of that gunnel. We had a little bit over here on this side over here by your passenger seat as well. Just a few of those. This tower is collapsible. You just unlock these right here. The Bimini actually folds up quite easily. Bimini's going to fold up just like so. And of course, that will go in a storage boot. These are going to secure on there as well whenever you do have it in that stowed position. And then you just give a little tug right here and the whole tower will actually collapse just like that. Okay, I'm not going to go all the way down though. I just wanted to kind of show you that for demonstration purposes. And then that just locks right back in there. Bimini top, ready to put it back out. Now there's actually, I don't have the pins in this. These actually have little pins in here that hold these in that fully open position. The pins are just in that glove box right there. But I just want to kind of to demonstrate how relatively easily that is done. So, all right, well, I think we talked about everything we need to talk about here on the interior of this one. Again, this one's rated for 14, cup holders for 16, 4 12-volt chargers, and 4 cockpit speakers, the subwoofer, and the 2 tower speakers to round all that out. So let me go ahead and crawl back over to our swim platform here. We'll step off, we'll do another walkthrough of the exterior, kind of get up close and personal with any other wear and tear that we noticed on this one. And in the meantime, just remember the full list of options, current asking price, and to schedule a time to see this one in person or to submit an offer, anything like that is all done through our website over there at yournewboat.com. Again, for your convenience, down in the video description there will be a direct link to this on our website. I do want to point out, get a little bit of wear right here on the corner of this platform, and then right over here in the corner of our transom over here on our starboard side, a few little marks here in the gel coat right there. Those are all kind of catching the edge. This one's a lot lighter right there, but it's a little bit there. And then 3 other little nicks in that gel coat finish are going to be right there as well. Small little wear right there. That one's a much lighter, minor scratch. Again, those we did function test those underwater lights. Those function just fine. Otherwise, there's one other exception I'll show you. Here's that starboard side fuel fill. One other exception I'll show you on our hull, kind of very down in the very center of this one. We got some very light gel coat marks. Yeah, here's one. We got a few of these real light, little minor gel coat marks right there, but fingers just catching edge right here. But in the very center of this boat, I do want to show you, we got a little bit more wear right in here. Running back a little ways, but yeah, right in this area, right in here. Now that actually feels like it's been sealed, perhaps. It's very smooth texture right there, but these marks right here, some of these are a little bit deeper. If that's not sealed, you do want to get something on there just to prevent any moisture intrusion, especially if this boat spends any extended length of time in the water. Okay, if you're staying on the trailer, it's not quite as critical. But if it were my boat, even if I was spending a week in the water, I would at least put maybe some 3M 3200 or 4200 over top there. It's just going to be a little bit more of a waterproof seal. Marks up here on the bow near our trailer are going to be fairly minimal. We got a few little minor ones right in here. Down below that, I think we're good up until you get to the point kind of right under the center there that we just showed you. Step on around to this side. And I don't believe there was much more to speak of over here on this side, except for maybe another little minor little nick or two. This might be, yeah, it may even just be a piece of dirt. Yeah, that's some more dirt. So otherwise, very clean hull line. Pull back one more time. I believe we had a little bit of wear in the rub rail over here near the back of this side. Yeah, little marks on the rub rail right over here. And again, this person does not bother me at all. It's kind of what the rub rail is meant for, is to kind of protect that boat. So that's what it's done over here a little bit. This side, a very light mark in this corner, but does not have the scratches over there on the opposite side. Thought I saw something right there. It must have just been a piece of dirt. Little bit of rubs here in this corner of the platform. A little mark or two there, but again, it's over here on this side. That's kind of got the worst of it, and then of course the center of that boat. So I would consider this one to be in very good condition, especially by the time you consider that that new engine basically with 0 hours on it. It's going to make somebody a good one. So again, this is a 2014 MasterCraft X-10 ski, wake, and surf boat for sale. Like I said, we are here near Norris, Tennessee. We are off the water today. And please feel free to reach out to us with any questions, schedule a viewing of this one, submit an offer, or anything like that. Just want to show you a little bit closer look at that tower there. And yeah, it's going to wrap it up. So again, use that link down in the video description. Get over to our website. Once you do make it to our website, that's where you will reach out to us with any questions. You're gonna have, you're gonna see the current asking price when you make it there. We don't mention the video tours because the asking price will change throughout a listing, but we don't hide that once you make it to our website. And our website's very easy to navigate. Like I said, you can go straight to yournewmastercraft.com. This will probably be the first one you're gonna see there. You're gonna see that current asking price there. But when you do make it into that, with our website listing page, you can see a photo slideshow tour of this. We're going to have all the equipment and options, current asking price, and then you're going to have 3 ways to reach out to us: by phone, by text, or by email. We do like to remind you, if you send us an email, if it's been 1 business day, you have not gotten an email reply, please check your spam folder. We have a high rate of our email replies land in customer spam folders. And additionally, if you call us on the phone and you get our message or voicemail, and you want to return a phone call, please just take the time to leave us a message. If you leave us a detailed message, let us know which listing you're looking at, what questions you have. As soon as we either finish with the customer, or majority of the time we're out of cell service area. So if you don't leave a message, we'll have no idea that you called. So that's all it takes to get a call back. Leave us a message, let us know which listing you're looking at, what question you have, either when we finish with the customer or as soon as we return to cell service area. We'll get your message, we'll return your call. If we happen to miss you, we'll leave all the answers to the questions you asked for on your voicemail, just to save a little bit of phone tag. And then of course, otherwise you can text us or email us, whatever's most convenient for you. But again, do keep an eye on your spam folder. Generally, most of our email replies are going to make it back out within the same business day that you reached out to us on, usually within a matter of a couple hours. So that'll do it for this one. Again, it's the 2014 MasterCraft X-10. This is the 3rd owner of this one is selling it. It's only been in freshwater. It's in great shape, and we got a new 5.7 Ilmor MV8 engine on there. Basically 0 runtime on it, under 420 hours on the entire boat itself. And that's going to do it again for this one. I thank you for joining us. please reach out to us with any questions.